What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about rookie premieres. I've been getting a tremendous amount of questions about rookie premieres. It is a program that has been around at least for the last 3 years of Madden, probably more. I can't really remember, but very simplistic way to understand what goes on and why we've been doing them every year as we lead into the new Madden Ultimate Team. It is a very important part of your team building as the year starts. So when people tell you just like, oh, yo, just do it, they're not really letting you know why you should do it. So we're going to talk about the sets, and we're going to talk about the fact that EA Sports has just recently released their schedule, and we know that it's going to be coming out this week. So the release one is probably going to be at least 8. I don't know how they're going to split it up, but they made it last year, so you got 32 of them. So depending on how they want to do it, it could be over 4 weeks, it could be more. I do believe, though, they're going to want to overlap it with College Football 25 to kind of keep people playing both. I would probably suggest this, though. Make sure that once you see what you need this coming week, if you're subscribed to the channel, it will be thoroughly explained to you what you need, the type of cards and everything like that. More than likely, once we see what the new sets are, you can set it up so that you can complete the set, right? But you don't have to play the game anymore. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get the certain amount of cards, all that stuff, because it can become very expensive if you don't understand the way it works. So we're going to jump into the item manager right now, and we're going to show a couple things, right? So inside of the program, if you guys are familiar with the program and the rookie premiere and all that stuff, you should have a few, if not more, of these cards. Now, you're looking at these 84s and you're like, yo, gee, these cards suck. And yes, you're absolutely right. They suck, but not in August. So in this year's game, right, whichever 32 they pick, it doesn't really matter, right? What's going to happen is these players are going to have OP stats to the point where you can kind of fill them in certain parts of your Ultimate Team. Now, when I say fill in, right, what it means is you can use them for a suitable amount of time as the game progresses, and then you can kind of save up coins, figure out your scheme, what you're going to do, your team, all that stuff without spending an immense amount of money. Now, full disclosure, at the launch of the game, depending on what my chat wants or my viewers want, we may spend up to like $500 to $1,000 with pack openings, all right, just to get the game started, because usually after we do that, we don't really spend as much throughout the year because everything is very expensive at the launch, and then only with certain promos does it really become about a thing where you got to actually buy a bundle or something. So usually we start the year off, we kick it off, build our team up and stuff like that, get the right players in the right position, and then we go from there. This actually saved me a ton of money, though, to start the year for Madden 24. Because when you look at these numbers, most of the cards that were released weren't even as good as this Julius Brents. Like, they were pretty much average cards. So not only will you get a card that's suitable for launch, you'll also get collectibles where you can put any team chemistries on the players. Which means that if you're like me, we're going to find the most OP theme team at launch, and we're going to make that theme team. With that being said, the tokens that will make your rookie premieres have any team chemistry is now available in the Season 7 Field Pass. So this is what the set's going to be. It's going to be similar to, like, you know, like, what was that thing? I forgot what they call it. Let me go over here and look over here so I could give you, like, the theme diamonds is probably what it's going to most likely resemble. So let me see if I could find, where are the theme diamonds? The theme team, did they take them down? Where are they? Or am I just blind in both eyes? I see team captains, team rookies. I don't see the diamond sets, though. Are the diamond sets gone? They might be gone, bro. Unless you guys are seeing it and I just can't see it. Because that's what's most similar to it when it comes to the amount of cards and the stuff like that. Division Dynasty. It's also familiar to, pretty much similar to that as well. But I like the way the team diamonds were. Are they great? Okay, Team Builders, Rookie Premiere is grayed out. Premiere, Offseason Ghost of Mud is grayed out. Field of the Future Core. I don't know. It looks like it's all gone right now. Unless I'm just completely blind. The Team Diamonds may be actually just eliminated. You guys gonna have to let me know if you can find it. And I'm just like out of my mind right now. But I don't see it in all. Oh, wait a minute. Because I'm not in the sets. Yeah, that's probably what. I know you guys probably screaming like, yo, G, you're not in the sets, bro. What are you doing? You're an absolute idiot. And you would be right. You know what I'm saying, dude? So now that we're in the set, it should be over here. There it is at the top. All right, so disregard all the other stuff what I was doing when I was looking for it. Like, all that don't make no sense. Don't worry about it. So the reason that I chose to show you the team diamonds is because it's going to be a similar type of setup, right? So you're going to need a lot of the draft players, not only the actual draft rookies, but the draft promo players, usually to complete the higher overall sets. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you would remember that during the draft promo, I told you guys, leave a lot of the packs unopened. You will need those cards later. So it's going to be a certain amount. It could be, whatever it is to put together the actual tokens to put into the set. So if they do it the same way they did like last year, it's going to be a certain amount of cards to create a certain amount of tokens, and then you're going to put those tokens in the set. Okay? So you see like how with the 49ers token, you have to actually go into something else to make it? It's sort of like that. So I need the 49ers token, so I would have to find the other players. That's the 49er, whoever he is, wherever the bum is, like this dude Merton Hanks. Whatever the set is for the specific amount of Rookie Premier tokens, you're going to put together whatever cards go into that set, and it's going to spit out like 4 or 6 or 8 or 10 tokens, and then you're going to then go to the actual set for the Rookie Premier of the player and then complete it. That's the way it's going to be set up. Now, the issue is this. We don't know what's going to go into the set yet to make the tokens. That's why I asked you guys, like, yo, listen, when we're doing this draft, you know what I'm saying? Usually the draft players are going to be the highest sought after cards. So if you have draft cards right now, they're going to skyrocket in price, once this actual promo drops. So I left a lot of my players just there, just in case. And I asked you guys to do the same. So if you're in the same boat, you're going to have a lot of these cards turn out to be very, very valuable after you complete certain sets. Then you would put it into the set that gives you the tokens, and then you would put the tokens into the player set. Okay? But it's all about what players are going to go into the set to make the tokens. That's why it's complex. And that's why, I'm trying to simplify it, because people are like, yo, it's different sets. I don't know what's going on. And it can be confusing if you don't understand what they're trying to do. And that's why I found the team diamonds, because it's like making one thing to make another thing. And that's where people kind of have a drop off, and it does get a little bit more, extensive, because it doesn't have to be like that. Originally it wasn't, but as EA always does, they add more things to it, and sometimes it can be a little bit more complex. So with all of that being said, right, after you start to get tokens through certain sets, those sets get eliminated. Like they'll have one set that'll give you like 10, and you only can do it a couple times. Then it's another one that gives you a few tokens, stuff like that. So we have to go through that as well. What I wanted to show you again in Season 7, when people are asking me, should I actually complete this, is the fact of these. These are the chem tokens that give the Rookie Premieres that you're going to have in Madden 25 any chemistry of the 32 teams. So that's why I think it's very important to actually do this, because it's just going to make the beginning of your year that much easier if you complete this. Now, again, I know some of you guys are like, yo, G, it don't matter, I'm just going to spend money. This is one thing that EA is not going to do. If you don't do these Rookie Premier sets and get these tokens, they're not going to sell them to you afterwards. At least for last year, they didn't. But you never know. They might start doing that now, because they try to keep things for the grinders, but then they have to make money. So they figure out ways to make money. Like with the Super Bowl tokens, they'll light it up. They're going to find ways to make money in that regard. But this, they actually have left it to the grinders. So these are very important things that I want you to know. Those draft cards, any type of NFL draft cards that you may have, make sure you hold on to them, because those are going to be the ones that go into the set to give you the most tokens. Everything else that happens afterwards, we'll figure it out. But you need to hold on to those specific players, because that's what's going to really change up everything. So where my NFL draft night? So you have the NFL draft night and you have the NFL draft. These players, hold on to them. Anything that you have with these, just hold on to them. NFL draft and NFL draft night, and if you have anything in the packs, you're going to hold those as well. And then as soon as they drop the actual requirements, this is where you're going to want to be to know what's going on with that. So those usually go for a lot of tokens, the 99 draft night players. So focusing on those if you have them. If you don't, you may want to snipe a few. And ultimately, to create the currency for it, what I usually do when it gets down to the end is I just sell my team off. Last year, we didn't have to. So my Madden 23 team was still intact because I prepared myself with all the right cards. So you may want to do that as well. All right. Other than that, if you have any other questions, if you are a member of the channel, you can go ahead and shoot a question out there. Other than that, you guys can talk among yourselves to figure out what else you guys have planned. And I'm going to see you guys and girls soon. You have a blessed day. Until next time. One love, y'all.